Something you learned that absolutely blew your freaking mind.
So more than likely you've heard of this guy. This is David Koresh. He was a leader of a cult in Waco, Texas called the Branch Davidians, which got into a 51-day standoff in 1993 with FBI and ATF agents. It resulted in 70 some odd deaths. You probably have never heard of this guy. This is William Miller. He was a Baptist lay preacher in the early 1800s, started a movement called Millerism. And what he did is he took out his Bible, he did some Common Core math, and determined that Jesus Christ was going to return between the spring of 1843 and the spring of 1844. Shocker, that didn't happen. I don't know, something about nobody knows the day or the hour. And of course, William Miller went, well, actually, I got some math wrong. I forgot to carry the two. And the actual date of Christ's return is going to be October 22nd, 1844. And so his followers sold basically everything that they had. They went to a mountainside. The sun came up on October 22nd. The sun went down on October 22nd. And lo and behold, Jesus didn't come back. Okay, so what does he have to do with David Koresh? I'm getting to that. So as a result of what's called the Great Disappointment, basically these people sitting on a hilltop and Jesus never showed up, we got the Seventh-day Adventist Church. They were officially formed in 1863 from a bunch of loosely associated Adventist groups. And speaking incredibly generally, they said, we like what Miller had to say, just not the whole predicting the end of the world thing. So maybe let's not do that. Also, let's worship on Saturday. Then this guy shows up on the scene in 1919 by the name of Victor Houteff. In about 1930, the Seventh-day Adventists kick him out for heretical doctrine. Now, back in the day, there was no TikTok, so if you wanted to espouse your heretical doctrine, you had to start a cult. You had to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and do some groundwork. And so Victor starts a group in Waco, Texas by the name of the Shepherd's Rod, or more appropriately, the Davidian Seventh-day Adventists. And of course, they put this heavy focus on the fact that they are indeed the 144,000 that are mentioned in the book of Revelation. If you say that sounds familiar, yeah, it's a Jehovah's Witness doctrine as well. This movement grows and grows and grows until he dies in 1955. And of course, whenever you think you're a part of a group more exclusive than the Costco membership, it's bound to splinter the group. So his thousands of followers splinter into various different groups. One of the groups being the Branch Davidians, or the General Association of Branch Davidian Seventh-day Adventists. The eventual leader of which was David Koresh, who claimed that he was the Messiah, the chosen one of God, who would bring about the end of all days. So William Miller's Common Core math is indirectly responsible for the events that transpired at Waco, Texas in 1993. He was just off by like 149 years. Also, it was an antichrist, not the Christ.